So what happened? If you
For
say
me to
that
state it here for you?
it's important.
No, I will not. Why wouldn't I? Because it is a deviation from what you asked me to come here and do. I must be very, very, straightforward to you. There is no person in this country today that will tell me that they have not been following the trend of events.
General,
yeah.
A report comes out. Let me read what's the name? Weaponizing transparency, defense procurement reform as a counter-terrorism strategy in Nigeria. This report comes out, issued by Transparency International, which they say has been affecting the fight against terrorism in the Northeast. We all know just how the fight against terrorism in the Northeast degenerated until recently when it picked up. And then the military is accused of, ensuring that procurements are not as transparent as they should. Oftentimes what we hear is this blanket cover of, procuring things under security votes.
Don't worry, let me help you out.
Yeah, security issues.
Don't worry, let me help you out. See, look at this report. Just wait. Now,
General, just a moment.
Listen, no, wait. I have not
landed on my question.
You also used to cut me here. Look at this report.
I'm allowed to cut you, General.
The content of this report is at variance with this executive summary. That is a core issue here now. I don't want us to brush it aside.
We will not brush it aside.
Just wait.
We will not brush it aside.
Let me help you.
No, General,
I will answer
I'm
you
afraid
now.
we will not brush it aside.
I will help you now. Wait.
I will let you come in.
You want to take me back? Yes. Let me accept. Yes.
General.
Yes.
I will let you do this clarification.
It's not.
I will let you do this clarification, but it's important that this question be answered.
I will answer you now.
Let me land on the question because you have to know what it is you're answering. There are issues of perception. There are issues of military top brass being corrupt. And there's evidence to the fact that the corruption has affected the fight against corruption. You say you do not want to respond to any of that. You only want to talk about this report.
No problem. You have said so. You have said so. You have analyzed.
You do not agree that is the situation?
Why will I agree when I have not seen the end? People are still in court. Yes. So why will I agree? If I agree, I will be indicting somebody that is still in court. I am not a judge. I am not an investigator. And that's why I say I will help you. Yes, I am aware. Cases came up. People were arrested. EFCC is investigating. And they are still in court. So, that is it. So you want to make me a judge here? No.
I'm not trying to make you a judge.
I am aware. Like
I'm simply asking,
yes.
What led to that? How was it possible? Do you think that really monies were misappropriated, or was that investigation also cooked up?
I will not be right to say yes, money was misappropriated or money was not misappropriated until, because of my position now, just like any other Nigerian, there are appropriate authorities that were designated to handle these issues. It is just right enough for us to leave them to come out with their conclusions.
Now, I'll let you address the disparity in the executive summary and the content of the report.
Yeah.
You wanted to address it?
Yes, I want to address it because coming up and saying military officials not qualified, no scoop, not with what he said. I watched it. I'll be sincere, that it was for 5 years, it was before 2015. That one alone. And that it was frustrating the fight against terrorism. Everything in the executive summary put in the present tense. Are you sure that even somebody, probably a school certificate holder, wouldn't have been able to know how to comprehend this thing, what we call comprehension, and present it in a proper way? And you know that you are talking to a mixed audience. Our target audience, when you talk, mixed. The people that will wait to say, look, let us download the content of this 19-page written, 24-page, all together. May just be about 2%.
So you suspect them? Are you accusing them of malice?
Not even malice. It's beyond malice. It's beyond malice. My suspicion is beyond malice.
Are you going to engage them?
No.
They say
No.
that they're hoping to, correct certain things to ensure that this doesn't happen again in
How will
future.
I engage them?
I mean the military as a whole.
No. That is out of it. No, we will not. We will not. We will not engage them. There's no need for that. No need. And there's no provision for that at all. The only engagement is to point it out like this, in this way, and then also to pick to correct maybe statements made, which I also had on the air, that he met us, which in this case the appropriate person to meet is me, Director of Defense Information, or at the worst case scenario, any of my information officers at the service levels, which is not true.
So you're saying that they never visited?
No, nothing like that at all. The man I saw on the screen this morning, I've just seen him for the first time.
There was no representation from either CISLAC or Transparency International?
Nothing. I didn't see any of them. Nothing. And I've been on that seat for about 2 months now. And my predecessor didn't tell me anything either. And there's no reference in this document that we conducted a visit. That's what I talk about, population and sample. Or we went and then sampled opinions from them. No, in research, nothing like that. So it was all based maybe on whatever. And of course, and like I said, the disparity between the executive summary and the report is what is now, if the report, the executive summary came out even with dates, with time frames, I think it would have made more meaning, but nothing like that.
General,
in all fairness, the content, the main body, we call it main body, the main body of this report didn't stretch even beyond that 2014 or thereabouts, 2015. So, but that is why that suspicion came in.
But if now that you say that, you acknowledge that, the main body actually made reference to a scope.
That is by my assessment as a scholar. It did not bring it out as a scope.
But looking at the report,
when I read it from the beginning to the end,
because you seem to quarrel with the fact that the executive summary is very different from the main body. The body of the report.
Yeah.
Looking at the main body of the report, do you still suspect malice?
If the main body had come out as a main body, and then there's what is called submission, turning in, and probably maybe it was turned in at the appropriate time. Every research is supposed to be turned in 6 months. Maybe master's, PhD 1 year after. Then it wouldn't have been, bad.
General, you insist that that Transparency International never met with you.
No, yes.
But they met with military chiefs, didn't they?
That I'm not aware of. I'm not aware of.
You're not aware of it?
I'm not aware of at all. If ever any of this kind of an organization is to meet during my tenure, before we meet with the Chief of Defense Staff, for instance, he will not do it without me. He will call me.
What if he did?
He didn't.
What if it was with the army?
What? No, I was in touch with at least, thank God you are mentioning the army. They didn't meet them. The Director of Information I spoke with him. When this report came out in Delhi, we spoke.
You're saying that none of the military arms,
affirmatively,
and even the defense
affirmatively, confirmed,
did not meet?
Nothing, didn't meet any of them.
What if evidence surfaces to the contrary?
Then I will apologize, but there will be no evidence.
Well, we're 2 minutes here now from our next break, and I know that if I bring up this issue, you might say that that's not why we invited you, but then people will definitely want to know. The military, the army chief 2 days ago talked about how those who want to stay in the military should stay in the military, and if you want to be a politician, you can leave your military uniform and go and join politics. There are political parties available. He was talking to military officers and advising them, warning them to stay off politics. What precisely brought up that statement?
It is a routine thing. It's normal. I have been in the military for 33 years now, including my training days. And it is normal and routine for such warnings to go out. There's what we call muster parade. Every day, you keep ringing things into the ears of your subordinates. Things that is why you see military behaving, somehow people say unconsciously or zombie, they call them in quote. So it is a routine thing. But somehow they may be taking it in a different context. So once in a while, such reminders, let me call it reminders, come out to ensure that we remain focused to our constitutional responsibility.
Well, we'll talk a bit more about the reminders and the coincidences that happened with that reminders when we return from this break. Just stay with us.